Hey friends out there on Facebook, I just wanted to call attention to something that's become quite apparent to me as I've been looking at more status updates, changes in relationship, and what have you. Something revolving around relationships. Relationships are getting to be kind of spotty now. I'm seeing a lot of things concerning cheating or bad ex-boyfriends or bad ex-girlfriends or just areas on both sides in general, and I want to make something clear that I believe is very strong in the whole relationship factor. If you want a good relationship, you have to treat it like an adult. You can't treat it like a child, like a 16-year-old would in high school. You can't go behind each other's back and lie and cheat and do all these things that would cause and inflict and torture pain upon somebody long periods of times. There's a lot of things in saying like, oh, I'm justified in cheating on my spouse or my wife or my girlfriend or anything like that. And the thing is that you're not really justifying, you're just making excuses for yourself. You're not worthy of such of a deemable thing, okay? It doesn't matter the case of the relationship. If you're a true adult, you should treat the adult relationship as such. You yourself are in the middle of the relationship and you have to be man or woman enough to say, look, you're not giving me the emotional and mental and physical support that I need. And the other thing is, if you feel that you're not getting that support, maybe it's your fault. Maybe you're the one that's not getting it because you're not keeping yourself care. You're not keeping care of yourself. You're not insisting upon more interaction between and communication between your spouse or whatever. The fact of the matter is it's between you and your spouse. And if you're adult enough, you should be able to say, look, this isn't working out. It's a pretty simple thing to do instead of going behind somebody's back and saying, basically in a metaphorical way, fuck you. Because, I'd rather somebody who I'm in a relationship with come up to me and say, look, you're not giving me the things I need. I need to find somebody else, as opposed to not saying anything and cheating behind my back and things like that. And as we get older, we have to understand that we have to carry on and not do things as we would when we were in high school, because those things in high school obviously didn't work out, did they? And now that we're getting older, we have to treat those situations more importantly than we would. Poisoning each other with mental anguish is just something that will carry through us through the rest of our lives. We like to think that when we're on our deathbed, we're going to be thinking of all the happy times and friends and family that we've been with, and all these things. And I think the contrary. I think that we're on our deathbed, we're going to be thinking of all the people that we hurt and all the people that we tortured and mentally, and these things will come back to us, and it will be very anguishing for both parties. Frankly, I would rather see all my friends and family be on the plus side and not do those things and just generally try to be a good person, to try to see a relationship as a more important value, to see it as I'm committed to this, and if I'm no longer committed to it, then I can walk away as easily as I think I can if I can only have the strength to do it. It's up to you to decide whether you want to continue on or not with something like that. And I believe that if you want to act like the child that you are, you certainly can. You're given that freedom as a human. But if you want to have a more adult relationship, then you have to justify it by being an adult. And so if you are cheating and if you are being, unfaithful, then the anguish that you're causing is unreprehensible. It's absolutely terrible. You should understand that, and you should be proud of it. You should know that this is something that is causing another human being pain and suffering, and you should be adult enough to be honest about it. Be clean with them. Otherwise, you'll just be spiraling into a complete life of childlike misery. And for that, I hope that some people share my opinion in keeping an adult relationship, keeping a commitment. We like to throw around the word love, like we love this, we love that. But the fact of the matter is that love is not just saying it, it's part of a commitment. You have to really desire that love, you have to really want that love. And when you don't, there's nothing wrong with saying, I don't want it anymore. I want to be on my own. I want to love the person who I am, not the relationship. So I would hope that my friends on my Facebook will understand that and take that to heart when they watch this message. So thank you for watching.